Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings. Something is missing. Do you see what it is? It's my banner, Cheerful Greetings, in the name of the tutorial. It's missing this time. Well, there's a reason. The software won't work, and I haven't had a chance to delve into another set of software to see if I can work it to upload. So you're getting a rare example of doing a tutorial video with no editing. So let's go with the flow. And this is Cheerful Greetings, and its number is 226, making a pure junk journal. And that's what I have done. This is my back. It has the plastic rings to hold in the book together. And so I made it all from scratch. So let's see what we have in my junk journal. Oh, here's my cover. Now, I really, really like my cover because it's full of junk. And by junk, I mean something that is torn, messed up. I probably can't use it on another card or in a journal. It's just kind of a piece of cardstock or a piece of something that I don't want to use anymore. I stuck it in here. So the first thing let's look at is the spine. I put 4 pieces of ceri cloth on it. Now, these are really not junk, but then short enough that I really can't use them on anything else. And I tied them to the rings or to the spine. And I think that really adds a lot to my junk journal. This, I don't know where it came from. It was just in a box with some other stuff. And so I thought, well, let me see how long it is. Maybe I can use it. And it's perfect. It was the perfect length. This, my letters, J-U-N-K. I thought about putting junkie, but that's too many letters for this journal because the 4 letters are just perfect. This is a piece of card that's given to you when you use the valet service at the hospital. These are butterflies that are actually buttons, and I didn't put the wire through the holes and make an antenna like I usually do because I don't want that metal wire sticking into me every time I pick up my journal. This is a medallion. I don't know how long I've had it. It came in a set of about 10 stuck together, and it was hard to see how many we had. I think this is only one, but it was hard to separate them. And I've had it for ages, I guess. Well, long as I can remember, I had that, and I thought it was time to use it. My background, a piece of a book page, and I distressed it a little bit. So that's the cover of my journal. So let's see what's inside. Now, some of the pages I have not finished, but this will give you an idea of what you can do. This white stag, I'm sure you recognize the label. I believe it came on a pair of pants. This is a little booklet I made, and it's not, I made it for a junk journal or any kind of journal, but since I haven't used it and it's been laying around, I thought it was the time to put it somewhere. And so I put it in my junk book. And I'm turning it upside down to put it in so that you can see the medallion that's at the bottom. This, I'm not sure where it came from. I'm sure it was a piece of clothing. And here's a piece of rickrack that was kind of twisted and torn, and I kind of glued it back together, and I added that. Okay, and my pages, they're 6 by 6, and they are double-sided. Here, if you've been one of my followers for quite a while, you'll recognize this. This is one of my wonky houses. And I had that whole I had a whole little box full of wonky houses. And I was trying to find a way of using it, and I decided, well, it's time to start using those wonky houses. So I put one in here, and it's not a pocket or anything. It's just there. That's all. And this page, I haven't done anything with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I thought about putting something like this, a bookmark, or have it like that. But that was contrasting, so I really didn't like it. It was conflicting each other. So I really didn't like that. So I've got a page here that I need to do. And by the way, if you have any ideas, don't forget to make a comment and make a suggestion of what I can do to this book to make it look even worse than what it does. I love the background here. This is the back side of this cardstock. And my cardstock is 6x6. Here's a piece of cardstock that I really like. I had a small piece left over. I started to make a thumb hole, but since it's so small, I decided to leave it like it was. And this old bow, it was in the way. It had been tossed and turned and put in boxes, and it just wasn't getting any prettier. So I glued that on. And this I found on a card. It's your day. I think it must have been a birthday card. But, you know, it fits. And up here, I have a little bird on a comment card. I've distressed the edges in green. This, I spent $1.98, and I got me an Easter silicone mold. I think it is little rabbits. I can't remember what about. And this, let's see what we have here. This is Joy Spun. I'm not sure what I got it from. It must have been probably a sweater or a pair of pants with that. Okay, going to the next page. This is a picture I had a long time and couldn't find a place for it. And it's a little wrinkled here. It looks like it was torn a little bit. So I decided to go ahead and put that in. And as I said, this is stuff you have laying around, and I just wanted to get rid of it. This circle, I have no idea where it came from, and I didn't make the lines on it. But I found a use for it. I'll put it here in case I want to make a note of some sort. And my little bird, he was on an old card, and I found a flower for him to be near. This is a cluster. I can't, let's see, this will open up a little bit. And that's a kind of a certificate of some sort. And then a bingo chart, a number, a fancy staple, and this is a piece of material. And this is just a little tag that I found somewhere. And the bird is in that tag. So let's see what's on the next page. Here's another page I'm having trouble with. I could really use some help here. I thought about finding some cars or something to put on here because it looks like a road map. But anyway, I have a destination. That's that spot there, which is a flower. But I need to do something to it. This little envelope, I'm not sure where it came from, and I'm sure the Bible verse was in there and somehow got out, so I'm going to copy the Bible verse again in James and stick it back inside. And it will go here somewhere, probably here. But I didn't want to glue it down until I find the time to put the Bible verse in. Now this one I really need some help with. I'm thinking about putting this picture here, just like this, and making a belly band out of it, gluing the top and gluing the bottom. But it doesn't impress me. This also needs help. What do you think about cutting this in half like following the flowers there, and put the two halves here and kind of use them like side pockets. That was the idea I had for that one. But I haven't done it yet because I want to make sure that's what I really want, because I don't have another one like this. Here we go, a belly band. Let's see, got loads of goodies in it. We'll just pull them out and see what we have. It's made out of a piece of cardstock that I really like, and then it's put on this kind of ornate background. I have a pair of tulips. We can write on it. Here's a tag that came from a top I bought. I bought it at Walmart. Time and Drew. That's that brand. Here's another little bird. He goes in the set like the first bird I showed you. I did not distress him. Here's a bouquet of flowers. Looks like it's sitting in a shoe. And that could be a comment card or a writing card of some sort. And this, Shelley's Chalk Couture, I got at a stamping event. And I asked her, could I have a card? Because I was interested in the way she used the chalk. And I might want to go back and get in contact with her and see about getting some of that chalk. And the back of her tag is this, which I think is very colorful. So we'll turn it this side out. Okay, here's another page. And I have a little dingle-dangle on it here. And this is nothing but a tag. Well, whatever it was $29.99. And I'm not sure exactly what it was. But anyway, it moves. What it is I've stapled it and then put two little stickers on it to kind of dress it up a little bit and to hide the staple. Here we go, it's fall, so let's put an owl in here. And if you'll notice, I still have room to put other things. This is just the beginning. And as I say, if you have any ideas, I would love them. This is a little writing piece with the squirrel on it. I cut me a piece of cardstock and out of the maroon and then paste the card on it. And here's a little string with a bow on it. It's just in that float around. This is a die cut. I don't know why I did the die cut, but I think it was just to try out the die itself. And so I put it in here because I probably wouldn't use it for anything else. And here's my little white bird. He was white. So I took a little distressing ink and put it on him and made him kind of a yellow bird. And here's a flower that is fussy cut. A little piece of a book page again, and then a girl in a circle. Now this, everyone, don't laugh, but do you know what this would be? Can you guess? Well, it is either an onion bag or some of the, it's not, I don't think it's a potato bag because this is the majority of it. And the top of it is underneath the sticker. But anyway, I love working with these, and I like the fact that it sticks out above. I mean, if you're going to have a junky journal, let's make it junky. Here's this piece. It's going somewhere, but I'm not sure where. It might go over here. And I'm going to leave it out, sticking out, whatever I do with it. So I'm going to round the corners here, but I want it on a page that really needs something, but I'm leaving it here for now. This is a little page. I have a piece of cardstock that I had left over, and you pull it out like this, and there you have a place to write, and you have a little bird back there. And this one overlaps on this. And if you notice, some of my papers are kind of messed up, but if you have a junky journal, it really doesn't matter. Here's another piece of cardstock that I want to find a place for. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Now, every time I look at this, I think this is separate, but that's part of the sheet of cardstock. It's not separate. It's all one thing. Now, on this side, we have another belly band, and this is one of my peach mango drinks, the leftover bag. And this one here, I'm not sure what this tag is from. It was $20, whatever it was. And I had a stone that's been sitting around bothering me, so I put it on the tag. And then here's a nice verse. This is the day which the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so I'm putting that in here like this. And this sticks out a little bit too. So we'll put these back in. Oh, and this is one of these pages, and when I punched the holes, I didn't do a good job. I let it slip. So I just made the page a little short and put the scrap on here to help to help remind me that I messed up. And this is the page that made a little shorter. But I have pages in here that are longer too. Let's put this in here. Now, this is my fun page. It's not finished at all, but we got a little movement here. And I've got an envelope that opens up. I need to put something inside. A fall stamp, another lady in a circle. And this is a spoon. This spoon is like the ones you get out of tuna fish to go. And here's 2 pages that are not complete. This page, it has a pop-up underneath the flower just a little bit. And if you notice, it really wasn't that hard to take apart. And that opens up like that. Like I said, I have a short page and a long page. And I'll put something underneath it to hide it. This is a tag my husband wore to a Veterans Day breakfast at the church. This I found on a card. I like ice cream, so I thought that was pretty neat. And see, I've got this band up here. Wonder why. Let's see. Whoop. Let's see. There we go. That's because I have this page here that opens up, and I have an envelope underneath. And this page will need a little more work, along with this one. This is a tag gotten at Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I didn't buy the tags. Somehow I ended up with it though. I think I got it in a kind of a grab bag at the stamp event that I went there to. This I had originally on the little book I had made with the black and white, and I think it's number 224 that I did that, or 225. And it was so old looking and everything, didn't look nice. So I took this off and put it in here and put something else on the book cover. This, I thought was right interesting. It had a bunch of sunflowers here. And I had a page with all these words on it. In fact, it had about 5 times as many words. It had a whole bunch. And I put words on here, just scattered around. Let's see what this is. This is just another piece of cardstock that needs to find a home. And what do we have here? Another wonky house. And I've glued the top and I glued the bottom because I can put in this tag. And this is, let's see what this is. Oh, this is a dental appointment. So we can put that in there. Here's one that opens up. And when you do items like this, you need to make sure you have the words going the right direction. And this one that goes all different directions, but this is the one I wanted to make sure was upright. And you just fold that over. That's just a piece of cardstock that was extra. And I forgot to put this in, and I didn't want to take my book apart just to put this in. So I put a little slit beside each one of the holes, and then the holes are kind of square-like, and I slipped them in and then slid it over, and it hasn't come out yet at all. And this is just another little scrap. And this one has little circles on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. And this is my last page here. This is another wonky house. And this one is a notepad. And here we go. This is just my version of a, oh, and I didn't show you this page. This is definitely a scrap. That's where I punched something. And, no, excuse me, I didn't punch it. I ran it through the laminator, and I got these different designs. And here we go. I probably ought to press this a ribbon, but since it, you know, this is not a perfect classic journal, this is a junk journal, so it doesn't really matter that it's, but I really like my 2 little dancers here. And we'll close it up. Now, I would love to have some comments as to what you like, what you don't like, what you think I ought to do with this, especially this. I'd like to know what you would like, what you see in that. As I said, I was thinking about cutting this and sliding it apart. I hope the next time I do a tutorial, I'm able to put my title and all on. In the meantime, this is what I've got now. It's just a plain, straight tutorial that is not edited. And this is my front. I really like my front. And if anybody has any ideas about the front that maybe I should add or take off, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial or this flip through of my junky journal. And I hope you'll come back and see what I have in store for you for next time. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and have a great crafting day tomorrow. By the way, this is before Thanksgiving, so everyone have a great Thanksgiving. See you later. Bye. Gotta cut it out. Cut it off. I can't cut it.